Let's begin with the focus story this hour. The festival organizer as well as the manager of Zubeen Garg have now been arrested by the police officials in Delhi. Now, as the probe continues into the untimely death of the singer Zubeen Garg, the festival organizer Shamkanu Mahanta as well as the manager of Zubeen Garg, Siddharth Sharma, have been arrested in Delhi. They have been arrested and are being taken to Guwahati for further questioning. My colleague Anamika is joining us on the broadcast with the details. Anamika, there were several questions raised by some of the supporters on the circumstances around which Zubeen Garg passed away. Now, those who were close to him, the festival organizer as well as the manager, being taken into custody. What are the details?
Yes, let me tell you, Shamkanu Mahanta and Siddharth Sharma, both accused in connection with the death of the singer Zubeen Garg, have been placed under 14 days custody of the special investigation team, and this is being confirmed by the official itself. And let me tell you that both accused are being arrested now, and the duo was earlier produced before the Chief Judicial Magistrate at his residence in Alpan apartment in Vitanagar, Guwahati, admitted that tight security arrangements and following the hearing, the CJM sanctioned their remand, allowing the SIT to take them into custody for interrogation and further investigation. And one more thing I would like to add in that Mahanta, who was flown from Singapore via Delhi, and Sharma, Zubeen managers, has been under scrutiny since their detention, and with authorities citing that the need for thorough probe into the circumstances and surrounding the singer death. And let me focus on some other thing also, as previously it was being mentioned that the death of the Zubeen Garg, it was untimely, and they said that his death was under the scuba diving, but all the visuals were clear that without the vest, without the swimming, without the life jacket, he was into water. And the security around the CGM residence at even the airport, international airport, Guwahati International Airport, and has been tightened for their security. And this 14 days custody is expected to allow the SIT to conduct detailed questioning, collecting evidence, and map the timeline of even leading to the singer death. So, and as per the conversation of the whole of the matter, and now it will be more clear to SIT how the whole thing happened actually.
Okay, all right. So there are several questions being raised. In fact, amid this, Zubeen Garg's wife had also given out a public appeal. And Amika, what are the details of her statement?
Yes. As we know, Garima Saitya Garg, initially she was silent. She thought that this was an incident and this is a particular accident. But while the time has gone and the visuals are clear to us, even to her itself, and she clearly said that she also want justice, and her family members are also want justice. And as Zubeen Garg, the singer, he was a patient of seizure, and doctor have clearly prescribed him, clearly instructed him that to stay away from water, fire, and driving. And how come the manager of Zubeen Garg, while he is aware of this whole story, whole particular incident, how come he can allow Zubeen Garg to get into water without this life jacket? And additionally, his medicines. And it was being clear that he was under the alcohol also, and many things are being now in front of us, in front of visuals are clearly out. And Garima Saitya have mentioned one particular thing, that the particular beach where this incident happened, that was isolated beach, and during the time of quarantine, during the time of COVID, this particular beach was being used for the quarantine of the COVID patient. So why he was being taken to that particular place, and while in the evening his program was being staged, how come this thing already happened? That this is the total negligence of the...
Okay, let's also put out these pictures that you're speaking about. And Amika, just stay with me just a moment. Two individuals, close aides of Zubeen Garg, those who are working with him closely, have been taken into custody, and we've accessed these pictures. These are the two people who were with Zubeen Garg, and the police officials are going to question them about the circumstances around his death. Now, the first pictures being released, and these are the two individuals who have been sent to police custody for 14 days. as the investigations continue. There are a lot of questions, Anamika, that have been raised over the circumstances around which Zubeen Garg passed away. In fact, his wife has also asked some of these questions. He died in Singapore while he was swimming in the sea without a life jacket. His wife has also raised some questions, after which the government ordered the probe.
Yes, and you can see this whole scenario, what exactly happened. Now the main question is which his wife is questioning, late Zubeen Garg's wife is questioning that if they are clear, they are clean sheet, they are nothing is being done with his late husband, why they were being why they were not being surrendered into in this case. And let me tell you one more thing, this particular festival, Northeast Festival, so why not it's being celebrated in Northeast? Why? What is the reason behind that this particular festival have to be into in another country? Because this is a particular festival which is Northeast Festival, it should be celebrated in Northeast itself. But what is the reason behind it? Secondly, this particular manager, Siddharth Sharma, it is also being some reports into in local media also that whatever property he has, it's more than that the Zubeen Garg. And let me tell you one more thing also. There are multiple things.
All right. So the investigations are continuing in the case. Anamika, we'll have to leave it at that. Thank you for joining us with all those details. With that.